So I'm gonna be talking about the Ghostface cult and the idea to leading up to Stu's return, and possibly the cult um, kidnapping Sidney's kids. Now, somebody requested this video. Shout out to you. I just wanted to touch on it. So the idea that this whole cult idea, because I think that we're gonna get a cult in Scream 6. Um, but I definitely think that it would be cool to lead up to Stu's return, like something leading up to Stu's return. Something to where the cult, some reason like kidnaps, Sydney's kids or something like that, and go to Stu's house. They're at Stu's house, and the phone rings and Sydney answers it, and you hear Stu's voice. Well, I actually like that idea. That idea is actually really cool for, I think, leading up to his return. If he does come back, of course, I think that would be, the way to do it. I think I always talked about that. Um, let's just say that the cult takes her kids or something somewhere, and Stu, and it's actually Stu. The Stu's the leader, obviously, and let's just say that Sydney answers the phone. The phone rings, like I said, and Sydney answered the phone, and it's Stu's voice. It's not no Ghostface voice. It's just Stu's voice. And Sydney's got that she's got that look, disbelief or whatever. I think that could be really cool. I mean, I think that could really work, honestly, if you're gonna do that, especially like if you're bringing back Stu. I think it only makes sense for him to be the cult leader. Honestly, I think it makes a lot of sense. I just don't really know 100% if he's gonna come back though. Like, you guys know that I'm not getting my hopes up, about him returning, but I sure do hope so. Um, so yeah, I think that would be cool. Something cool. Maybe the cult kidnaps, maybe Mark or something too. Maybe they take Mark somewhere and take him to Stu's house or something, and they, tie him up and all that. I think that would be something crazy. And the kids, along with the kids, I think that would be pretty, crazy too, if they did that. But yeah, I honestly like that idea. I think that idea is pretty cool. A lot of people are like, well, just leave the kids alone. Don't have the kids involved or nothing. But realistically, though, I think it makes, the most sense. If Stu wants to really get personal, which I think he would, he's going to take Sydney's kids. I mean, he wants revenge on Sidney, right? So he wants to go after her. So, of course, he's going to do something to her kids, right? I mean, that would make a lot of sense. So, comment down below, as always. I like that idea, especially leading up to Stu's return. I think that idea is pretty cool. I just don't really know 100% if it's going to happen or not. They might go another direction, but I think that idea would actually be pretty cool. It would actually work. I think it would really work, like I said, if the cult not only kidnaps her kids, but kidnaps, Mark too somehow. I know Mark is like a police officer, so I don't really know if he's going to be in the movie or not. Even if, even if Sidney returns, I don't even know if we're going to see Mark, Patrick Dempsey in the movie. That'd be cool if we saw him, like a little cameo or something of him. But I don't know if we're going to see him personally unless Sidney comes back, aka Neff. So, but with that being said, y'all, comment down below as always. What do you guys think about this idea? And give me guys' thoughts about the idea of, like I said, Stu kidnapping, or the cult kidnapping Sydney's kids, potentially, and having Stu, be the one to call Sidney or whatever on the phone. Like, I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be actually something new, especially if you're trying to bring Stu back. I think it would, it makes the most sense. That makes the most sense. Because there's no better way, no other way you could really do it. I think if if Stu wants to get personal, of course he's going to go after her kids, right? And I don't know about Mark, but I think that would be cool if they kidnapped him too. Um, that being said, though, y'all, see you in the next one. Be sure to comment down below, as always. Um, give me guys' thoughts. Do you guys like this idea? Do you guys hate it? That being said, y'all, see you in the next one.